Everything okay? Any complaints, criticisms, problems? No? Fantastic.
Okay. Thank you, Thomas. So, hi everyone. I'm Pete.
Hi, Pete.
And I'm slightly nervous because I want to talk to you about something that might be, let's say guitar is important. But there are things that may be slightly more important than the guitar. And, so what I want to talk to you about is the best word how to describe that could be performance anxiety, and how to control your body when you feel the stress is coming up. You may use these things in any fields of life. Okay. Now, as a disclaimer, I'm not qualified to talk about any of this. I'm just a crash test dummy of my own life, and these are things that I have found over the past, let's say, 25 years of just testing out things and talking to people who are qualified about these matters. Now, I have to check on my notes. I've done this little seminar thing once before for music teachers in Finland about a year ago. So I may need some help with some words that I don't know in English. Let's see.
So just use the Finnish one.
Exactly.
You might know the difference.
Okay. So, what kind of thoughts you may have when you get on stage? There's stuff like, oh God, why? Why did I say yes to this? Why did I say yes to Thomas? He's a big man. I wouldn't win the fight. Here we are. I have to do this. Can I go outside and crawl under an Austrian mountain rock? You may, but you know, when you live in Finland, there's no Austrian mountain rocks. But does that sound familiar? You ever get these things in your head before getting on stage? Or meeting relatives, whatnot? Who knows? Where is your Austrian mountain rock? Anyway, that stress, that anxiety is just a feeling. It is just a feeling as any other feeling you experience. You are not your feelings. Though you can't get rid of it. And you shouldn't get rid of it. It is part of you. It's completely fine. The only thing where it becomes a problem if it consumes you, then it's not beneficial. But it's good fuel to have that on stage, I think. So I think it as like performance anxiety can be like a spot here instead of like, you know, if it gets too close, then it kind of takes you over and you're overwhelmed about it. But you kind of, it's here among other feelings, other experiences. Only thing we are trying to do here today is kind of create distance between it and between yourself. So it becomes just another part of the larger experience. So, computer, tell me what I need to say next. Right. Okay. You're stressed out. What do you do? Quick tips. Tongue. Your tongue. Moisten it. Have water. Take a sip of water. That will calm your nervous system down. If you don't have water, use saliva. Roll your tongue in your mouth. Make your mouth moist. This will calm you down. This will calm your nervous system down. And if we turn this on its head, a dry tongue, a dry mouth, is gonna stress you out. Even without you noticing. It's gonna create tension within your system. So, moisten that tongue. Good. I feel better already. How about you? Cool. That's a nice thing. And then, one other thing. Your tongue lives in the ceiling of your mouth. I'm not sure what the word for this is. You know the English?
The roof of your mouth.
The roof of your mouth. The roof of your mouth. You do a little, what you call, like a sucky motion. But instead of doing the clap all the way down, you suck so that it kind of keeps up there on the ceiling of your mouth. That's where your tongue is supposed to live. That is where it rests. Yeah. And which brings us to the next bit, which is keep your mouth shut unless you have something to say or you're eating. Your mouth is made for talking and eating. In other words, don't breathe through your mouth. It dries it up and makes you stressed out. You have a nose for a reason. It's not there for cosmetic reasons. It's there actually for a reason. Human beings are evolved to have a nose because breathing happens through nose. I would argue even that almost at all times, all breathing through your nose. Why? The air goes into the nose, gets filtered here, goes through the pipes towards the lungs. All along the way it gets warmed up for the lungs. The air that goes through the nose is filtered and clean and warmed up, which will create a situation where the lungs can use the oxygen, the air, in the best way possible. And if we turn this around, if you breathe through your mouth, your lungs are gonna get air that is not clean, it's not the right temperature. In other words, it's not gonna get the best resources out of it. So, and you can try this. Like when you do any kind of exercise, running, cycling, try to keep your mouth shut as long as you can. Yes, at some point it's gonna get so tough that yeah, you have to breathe to your mouth. But you can get pretty far with only your nose. And it's gonna make your results actually better. This is statistically has been observed in sports, which is my second language. So, but yeah, one other thing. If you feel like, yeah, it's not right, I get still better results by doing, well, if you're doing a lot of donkey breathing, I'm sorry. Yeah, it's gonna take a little bit of, it's gonna take a while for the breathing system through nose. It might be a little rusty, but keep doing it. You keep doing it for like a couple of weeks. You're gonna probably observe results if you keep charge of that kind of stuff. And then, what was the next thing? Okay, a couple of other things. What can help you alleviate stress? Therapy. Excellent, excellent breathing. Yeah. So, now we'll do a bit of, I'm just gonna stand because it'll be easier for you to see. We're gonna massage some muscles here that are connected to the jaw. Now this part, like around here, down to here, between here. So you take a thumb, a couple of fingers, whatever you feel like. Now let's, on both sides, start gently pushing down, from up to down, on your own pace. Be gentle. When you come down, you can kind of dig in there a bit if you feel like that. Yeah, like go properly there. Oh, yeah. Now, you may notice that along the way, it first starts to, does it tingle quite a bit first? Yeah? But fairly quickly, it starts to, the tingling sensation will sort of disappear. Because these are small muscles, they're quickly done. They're quickly massaged, and then it's like, there's no more of that sensation. Okay. So that's one quick way to calm your system down a bit. How did that feel? Tingling. Yeah, this helps. And one other thing is that we're gonna move our jaw a little bit. 3 movements. We will first just take it from one side to the other, like this, from left to right. You can open your mouth just a little bit with your own pace. Beautiful clouds out there. Can I see any beautiful Austrian mountain rocks around now? Yeah, okay, good. Now the next one would be, we've done the sides, now we do this, this movement, so we push the jaw out, and in. Running your own pace. It is quite hard to talk at the same time. Feels kind of funny. And the last thing would be to bring your jaw out and then bring it down. Yes. Yes, we are human beings and we look kind of funny when we do this. Okay. Now, you may ask, well, does this matter in any way? Well, I would argue that it alleviates stress because there is tension, and tension has a tendency to kind of pile up in certain places in the body, and the jaw is one of those. And I got these tips from a physiotherapist in Finland who is specialized in singers and breathing. It was funny, we would take out like a measurement We measured like how much can I open my mouth. Well, when I came there to her place, it was like 3 centimeters, and after a couple of exercises and massaging and everything, I could open up my mouth 4 centimeters. So I was pretty tense. It's surprising how much of a difference you can actually create. And yeah, I think something else. Now, I presume some of you may be familiar with this, but what we'll do now is called Ujjayi breathing. I think in some instances it's also called power breathing. And I'll show you quickly how it's done. And it sounds like this. So you create a little, how would you call it? You create a little tension around your neck. Now, I'll explain to you. It's if you imagine it's a hot summer day, and you go to the refrigerator and you take out really cold lemon soda, and you imagine taking a good sip, good gulp of that, and you take it down and you go, let's do this together. Imagine that lemon soda and once again. That's it. You feel that little pressure you're creating in your throat. Now all you gotta do is close your mouth and keep that tension there while you're breathing in and out. So instead of close your mouth and keep it there. Now we'll use the Ujjayi breath while we do a couple of stretches. Regarding getting stressed out, anxiety and that kind of stuff, tension gets built up in the body. And one great way to alleviate that is to open up the muscles that are connected to the breath. One part of that is the neck-shoulder area. So now we're going to use the Ujjayi breath and do a couple of simple neck stretches that you've probably done many times before in your life. So let's start out from, I'll call this the right side, and we'll have about 3 Ujjayi breaths. You can do them on your own pace. So we start now. Now 3 Ujjayi breaths is approximately 15 seconds. And 15 seconds is the length of a stretch. Then we go to the other side, do the same thing. You can close your eyes if you want, or keep them open. Remember to keep your good posture. Back to the other side. And you may have a better chance of having a good posture if you're sitting on the front side of the sleeve, the front edge. And the other side. Good. And when you're done, you can come back to the center. And then we do the back side. So gently, without putting too much pressure, you can keep your hand relaxed, just giving a light weight to let your head come down a bit. And the breaths. Don't be afraid with the sound of the Ujjayi breath. You can make it as loud as you want, or soft if you want. And now, tilt your head a little bit on the side so you can reach those muscles between the far right and the center. There's a lot of good muscle there. We're yearning for a good stretch. Let's get a couple of breaths there. And then go to the other side between the left shoulder and the center. And keep a couple of breaths over there. And when you're done with that, let's do once more the center down. Just a couple of breaths there. And then between the center and the right side. And the center and the left side between that area again. And when you're done, you can bring that head back up. So, because of limited time, we're kind of skipping ahead a bit. We're kind of skipping the last cycle because technically, if you want to stretch something, it is usually 15 seconds times 3. Now we're kind of doing 15 seconds times 2. Usually 3 cycles of 15 seconds. And then usually a muscle is stretched. Now we've done the sides and the back. Next thing would be, how do we take these muscles here on the neck? Now, the technique is so that you use this part of your hand, bring it to this bone here. What do you call this bone in English?
Collarbone.
Obviously, the collarbone, yes. That is a word I've heard before. So, you put your hand around the collarbone area. You apply soft pressure so that you can get a hold of that skin. You take your other hand to support the holding hand. And then you gently press down towards the floor and at the same time look into the adjunct, the counter,
Opposite.
opposite, I've heard that word before, opposite direction. So push down and you take some breaths while taking your gaze to the opposite direction. These are not big muscles, so you don't need to use a lot of force. Couple of ujjayi breaths there. And let go, and you take the same thing to the other side. You take your left hand, put it near the collarbone. Yes. Take your other hand, apply soft pressure, and look to the opposite direction. And a couple of ujjayi breaths. Good. And then you can take hold of the center, a little bit above the solar plexus, around the area where these bones meet.
Sternum.
Sternum, yeah. And then you'll just look directly up and push gently down with your hand. Oh, I'm getting an English lesson at the same time. I am grateful for this moment.
You could teach us the Finnish words.
Yes, exactly. The rest of the class will be in Finnish.
Exactly.
Otat kiinni oikeasta kädestäsi. Yrität olla nauramatta samalla kun teet näitä.
That's hilarious.
Älä naurata minua, älä naurata minua. Meidän täytyy opettaa täällä.
Yeah, whatever, Drew Harris.
And then again, we do this same pattern. So, right hand, bring it around the solislu in Finnish, collarbone. Solislu, lu is bone. And so you apply soft pressure, kevyesti painat, look in the opposite direction, katsot vastakkaiseen suuntaan. And pari ujjayi hengitystä. How you like the finish? Yeah. And left hand, bring to the other side, look at the opposite direction and soft pressure. In your own pace. And when you're done, the center. And when you're done, you can come back up. How does it feel?
Good.
Petteri, in English we call that a happy ending. So. See people sad.
No, don't do that. I'm
on stage. You're welcome. You're welcome.
Sir, I'm sorry to inform you, but you came too soon.
That's his point.
There is more to come. See what I did there?
Pete wrong. And that's
Okay, now And it's hard when the two of the bastard kids are in front of the class. We were usually at the back.
Yeah. I forgot they were filming us.
No, you didn't.
Never done before.
Yeah.
So now we've done like upper part of the body a bit, this area. Now I would like to you do let me see, what would be better? Just a moment of thinking. Oh, I'll start with carrying on with the subject that was just opened up. We will stretch our buttocks. So you can sit down and take your leg over your knee and please don't die. I heard someone give this great advice in the recent history. Please don't die. And yeah, take it over your knee and apply, or you might not even need to apply soft pressure. Let's do a couple of Ujjayi breaths here.
Der Max will nur seine Beine wechseln. Wir machen so. Oder ihr?
And remember to keep your spine straight. If you're kind of lumping down like this, it doesn't really have a lot of effect. So remember to keep your pelvis, your spine, your posture in good shape. Take a couple of Ujjayi breaths here, and when you're done, with your own pace, change the leg. Oh my God, this feels tight. Ow. I'm getting old. With your own pace, a couple of Ujjayi breaths here. Remember to keep your posture, don't bump down. If, for some reason, you're not feeling it, you can try to keep your posture and lean forward a little bit. But no need to, we're not looking for maximum experience. A gentle feeling will suffice. That's all we need. This is not a contest of who hurts the most. What on earth?
Winner.
It prepares us for running out from stage.
When the tomatoes are coming, it's good to have your legs all warmed up. And that moment you can remember, yes, that Pete's lesson really pays off. Get those tomato legs ready. And when you're done with your own pace, you can come back to the side. Now, and this is important, I think, because while, even if you kind of get this area open up, if it, you still might be standing up like that, and that will create tension for your mind. So that's why it's good to get these legs opened up as well. Now we've got a bit of that backside done, and now we'll do the front. And now I would need you to stand up, try to find some space, don't die, and take a hold of your Chair, yes, that is the word. If you need a bit of space, you can do that. And we will now stand on one leg. Take hold of your chair, take hold of your other foot, and stretch the front part of your, what do you call it? The thigh.
Quadriceps.
Quadriceps.
Thighs also.
Yeah. Quadriceps. Get some action to the quadriceps. Yeah. Taking those giants. Now, let's not make this a full-blown comedy show. Although that is what it is. Yeah, we're here for that. We're here for that. We're for the good laughs. Cool. A couple of ujjayi there. Quadriceps. And when you're done, you can change the leg. Feel that stretch. Oh God, Luke, how did you get there? Please don't die. Don't jump.
Stretched himself to twice his size.
Alright, a couple of ujjayi there. And back to the first leg. You can do this on your own pace. You don't have to follow me. You know how to do this. God, I hope this is not the first time you're stretching these bits.
Sorry.
If it is, it's about time. And remember to keep your posture. Don't let your pelvic area go back like that. Keep it kind of straight. If I'll be crude, I would say keep your ass straight. If it's not, the stretch is not really happening. And when you're done with this side, you can change back to the other side.
Just make it powerful.
You're cheating.
I'm using my camera for it. Yeah.
All right, yeah, that's what that's why we open up the windows. And when you're done, you can sit down. And at this point, that was good. What about the CO2? If it feels like the air's not great, you can open up. And if everybody's good, we should continue. Keep going.
Is there a risk of falling asleep on stage with this?
Well, the preference would be to do these before the stage. I mean, it depends. Like if you do like a sleep show thing. Is that a great idea? The sleep show. I would pay for that. A place where you could go and like properly relax. Yeah.
In Tyrol, they have
Take my
9
money.
concerts.
Take my money. The sleep show.
Yeah.
They call it meditation.
Oh, we'll get to that. We'll get to that. Now, there is one thing that we don't have space to do, and it's not super necessary. I'll just kind of show it to you, and we'll do like a minimized version. There's a couple of things, routines I do before stage, and this is usually one of those. A tip from a physiotherapist. Get some blood circulation happening in the shoulders. How do you do that? Well, we would probably kill each other if we all start doing this here because it requires space. You can do it outside there, but I don't think it's necessary to do the hustle of just going outside for spinning our arms and coming back. So basically, what you do, we'll do a minimized version of this. You just wave your hands around like this. So basically, you just go through all the directions. Individually, one arm, change the arm, forward, back, and around this time it's going to get funny and possibly lethal. So you might want to check that you're not going to hit any objects. And you start doing it with both of your arms. And the opposite direction as well. And yeah, here comes the tricky bit. Trying to do simultaneously to both directions. I'm really concerned. I'm gonna hit something. And the other direction as well. It's funny, it matters a bit on where your arms meet, whether it's up there or up there. It starts to kind of look different. My spouse usually says, like, what the, are you trying to get in the air like a helicopter or something? Anyway, now we'll do a little bit of a minimized version of this. We can't be waving our arms, but we'll do it on the spot by moving our shoulders. So, choose a direction. Keep doing that. May ujjayi if you want. You don't have to. This is good because when you're going to grab the guitar, it's good to have these muscles warmed up. And then the opposite direction. And then this, what do you call this? Finnish dancing?
The twist.
Yeah. I like Finnish dancing better. And then when you're done, you do the reverse Finnish dancing.
Can you do forward on one side and backward on the other?
And that's
You can exercise a lot.
something just opened up.
Wow.
Oh yeah, this is called Finnish dancing, and it has only worked once for me, and now we have 2 kids. Okay, and I think we've done quite a bit. And now, how's everyone feeling? All good? Nice, nice, good, nice.
Ready for the big finish.
For the big finish. I'm not big, but I'll try. Okay, I would like to run a little meditation with you, if that's fine. Okay. So it's like a visualization. That's that hard. I was tasting this word the other night. Visualization. Anyway, so if I say that funny, please forgive me. Visualization. I'm getting better at it. Yay! I was nervous about it. Anywho, sit comfortably, and at this point, I don't usually do this, but for the next handful of minutes, I would kindly ask, I know we are a funny bunch, but no jokes or comments for a while, so we all have space to concentrate. Let's take a couple of ujjayi breaths. And if you still have your eyes open, look forward and lower your gaze just a little bit towards the floor. Just your eyes, not your head. You can breathe normally now. and look through the floor in a way that you can at the same time see the center and the sides, the peripheral vision. Soft gaze, gentle. And now let's take a deep breath in through our nose and out through our mouth. You can make a sound. You don't have to be quiet. In your own pace. And after the next breath, close your eyes. And you can breathe normally. Take your attention to the outside, to the sounds, to the environment. They are all a part of this experience. Now bring your attention to your body. To your breath. Now, I would like you to imagine liquid sunlight. That liquid sunlight is falling from above your head into your body. Falls in, filling up your body. It's clear, beautiful, and it alleviates any stress you have. It starts filling up your body from your toes, your foot, your ankle. The liquid sunlight is slowly going towards your knees. Going past your knees, into your thighs, towards your pelvis. Slowly it is reaching your stomach. Reaching solar plexus and your chest. You may feel a sense of relief as the liquid sunlight falls down your arms towards your fingers, filling up your fingers, knuckles, hands, going towards your elbows and shoulders, filling up your arms, Sunlight fills up your neck, your jaw, cheeks, ears, nose, eyes, forehead. And it goes way up, filling your head completely. And now you're full of that sunlight. And even though you are full, the light still feels as if it's running through your body. Thoughts come and thoughts go. You are not your thoughts. You are just the entity observing them. Now take your attention to the outside, to the sounds and the atmosphere. And in your own time, when you feel ready, you can softly and gently, slowly open your eyes. Take a deep breath and sit back and relax. Oh. Thank you for being here. I'm grateful for it. Just a nugget of thought. For many years I played without knowing why I played. Not knowing why anyone performs in the first place. At this point I had already been performing professionally for many years. But at some point I realized that sort of gatherings are a necessity for human beings, just as much as water or food. Human beings need to come together. Whether the group is small or whether it's big. Throughout our history, throughout the ages, we have gathered to be together. We came to be a few hundreds of thousands of years ago on the continent of Africa, and we started migrating from that place around the globe. And that migration took about, give or take, 15,000 years. So the people who started from point A and reached point B. They were completely different people with numerous generations through. So it was not like we created an idea in place A and kept on doing it throughout generations. My point being is that throughout the human history there has always been places of sacred places. Call it what you want. Places where we come together to be quiet or to sing together, to experience together. And if we don't do that, we, in one way or another, we suffer. And I think COVID showed that quite well, the isolation. If we would not need to be around other people, we would be like, nah, COVID is no big deal. I'm just staying home for 5 years. I'm fine. But no. We need arts, we need culture. And if that is taken from us, we see a peak in the statistics of mental health problems in societies. What I'm trying to say here is that when you get on stage, you're doing something that is important. Something that is good for you and for the other people in the room. Whether it's a small group, just a handful of people, or a full stadium, you do work that matters. Whether it's a profession or a hobby, this is important. This has a function. And thank you for doing this. Thank you for being here. And I think I've said everything I can about this. Thank you.
Have you considered taking the Catholic approach?
The what?
The Catholic approach. Accepting the anxiety and just know that you'll never be happy unless you're suffering.
Oh, sounds good. Like I said,
It's a different stage vibe. That's what I'm saying.
yeah, like I said in the beginning, it's like we can't get a part of it. It's part of the whole experience to have that anxiety, and I think it's a great fuel. It makes you feel like, oh,
Keep you on your toes.
it keeps you on your toes. Right.
My bassist Freddie, we were talking about this last year, and he has an interesting mental thought,
Okay.
which is, so he tries not to separate it, he integrates it, so he imagines when these feelings come up, like he calls them uninvited guests. He's like, all right, come down. He makes them a cup of tea.
Oh, that's perfect.
He listens to them.
Yeah.
They kind of chat with each other. He's like, okay, you've been here. I've heard what you have to say. It's time for you to go now. I've got some shit to do. And
That's perfect.
Yeah.
That's perfect.
Fucking bass players, right?
Yeah, exactly. That sounds so much like a bass player.
Hey,
A guitar player will be like, oh. Bass player like, oh, I'm feeling anxiety. Hey, dude. Yeah, man.
all right, let it out.
Cool, man. They say I'm a good listener. Oh, I see you. Yeah.
I would have a question, like seeing you performing, I sense that you have like a stage character or like a place, a mental place you go to. Is that the case or?
I'm trying to think. No, I would say not really. But I think, was it David Chappelle who said that his stage persona is him, but sort of exaggerated version of himself. So sometimes, I guess that's something that Chappelle said as well, that it's in a way he sometimes feels like the thing he is on stage is his, was it like true self or something? Where he can kind of, I don't know, let things out in a more open way, I guess. I'm not sure if that's the best analogy for this, but still, I wouldn't say, I don't want to become somebody else on stage. Sounds like a chore. Plus, when you get up on stage by yourself, I don't think you can be, at least I haven't seen it working for me, or I haven't seen it maybe working for other people either, to that you would be anything than your like open self. That also means that you, at least being on stage by myself, has pushed me to encounter some problems within myself, because you gotta get naked there, you know, mentally. And if you have issues, we all do. I think it really has pushed me in to kind of meet those things.
I also think that if you're creating a persona, the audience kind of know that, they feel that. If you're being genuine, they know that you're being genuine. You know?
Yeah.
Don't fake it.
Yeah. And one other thing, like, it's kind of probably unnecessary to even say this here, but it's funny to see this. It's getting kind of old concept, but you know, the sex, drugs, and rock and roll thing. It was never true. It's all been a lie. Because the reality is that the people who have kept their, you know, you can, how would I say? Let's imagine you are, I can't come up with anything else right now. Let's imagine you're a spacecraft and you have a fuel tank. What you gonna put there? Are you gonna put there sex, drugs, and rock and roll, or you're playing for the all that is, for the connection of all of us, the cosmos, the God, whatever you call it, like for the connection with everything. If you're gonna, you know, sex, drugs, and rock and roll, you put that in a spaceship, it's gonna go. I tried it, fucked me up. I've seen a lot of other people doing it, fucked them up. Nobody survives long with hedonistic goals. It's natural to try them out, yeah, but eventually it'll burn you out. So, but if you play with a greater goal in your mind, knowing that what you do has purpose, being just mindful about it, in your own way, you put that in your tank, you will experience the world, and the people around you will experience the world with you. Will?
I remember something you said on, I think like 11 years ago. I mean, on the way here you said, I think you were last time here 2014, could
Yeah,
be, right? So, I remember for me something changed from 2013 to 14 on the stage, because I've always suffered some stage fright. And I did play on our festival in Vienna in front of like 300 people, and 13 and 14. 13 I pretty much messed up, and then 14 there was something in which I either observed from you or you said it, I don't remember it exactly. But when I see you on stage, before every song that you play, you basically close your eyes and get into the rhythm of the song. And that is something where you kind of like, I don't know the right word, but find out that there is a crowd or something, and rather be in that song, and then you start playing. And maybe you have said it in 14, I don't know,
I think I said it, yeah.
I've observed, could be,
Take
but
a
that
breath
helps me really a lot, in fact. So for every song, before I start a song, like closing the eyes, getting into the rhythm of the song, really, and then only starting playing, instead of just starting to play, you know. That's something that helped me a lot, in fact. And I think I got it from you.
Okay, yeah. I have a faint recollection, but, well, my memory is not to be trusted, but I think I said, yeah, I can't take credit for that. But before you start, in In my classical training, they said, like, take a deep breath before you start. And then you go. Because if you just go, then it's like, you know, the chances are that you will trip. But if you give your moment, if you give yourself that moment of, here it goes, then you have probably a better chance of surviving.
I think for me the biggest problem I have with playing this style, where it's so precise, like especially with like pitched harmonics and things, it's the shaky fingers.
Yeah.
Is that something that you experienced? Did that kind of stop at some point? Was that just related to your general nerves and anxiety when playing, or was there any particular techniques? Do you shake it out, or?
Okay. Yeah. One thing that helps me in those like physical aspects is to have my blood sugar on a correct level. I don't see this, it's a funny thing. Usually, if I play in bands, like session stuff, blah, 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 people don't really like to eat before a show. I like to eat before a show. I can make it. And I've seen this with other fingerstyle players as well. I think Kotaro Oshio also said that, you know, I need food before stage. So if I don't have food before stage within, let's say, if I don't eat like a proper meal between 1 or max 3 hours before getting on stage, I'm not gonna do well. I mean, there's still people who are gonna say like, oh, it's a great show, you know, but in my heart, I feel like I was not comfortable on stage. So it's, for me, it's a blood sugar thing. I keep like protein bars in my hat and armpits and whatnot, just to, you know, I can't make it if I don't have the fuel within me. So blood sugar, that affects my precision and overall calmness.
It's more or less a similar question. I often have the shaking hands, but even some cold hands, and how to warm it up, because with cold fingers it's awful.
Okay, some classical players like to put their hands under warm water. Yeah.
But you not always have that.
I never do that. What I do is this actually gets the muscles kind of warmed up. It's gonna create blood circulation here, which will then, you know, go towards your fingers.
I also use that system, and I really feel that at a certain speed, like the hand gets.
Oh right, yeah, it's just a. You're right. Right, yeah. And then one thing that, you know, when we play guitar, we kind of reach over, and our shoulder comes a bit forward. And same thing happens if we're using a mouse on a computer. And this, for me, creates a painful little sticky spot under this. What bone do you call it?
Shoulder blade.
Shoulder blade. Right, yeah. In Finnish we call it lapalu. So anyway, shoulder blade. How to get rid of that? Well, it's not stretching. It's not, to get rid of any kind of tension in your body is not, you don't stretch it. Stretching can make it worse. Instead, you apply so that you get circulation there. For example, if you have a problem there behind the shoulder plate, you may use a weight or not, but you do this, you get the blood flowing back there. Circulation, it needs blood. Am I correct? You're a physiotherapist. Yay!
I'm gonna tell you if you say something.
Excellent. Am I okay, Teach? Are you okay? Oh, okay. So yeah, create circulation. After that, yeah, maybe then you can do like a little bit, but that's, stretching is not gonna do you a lot of good. This is gonna do you good. Any other questions? Oh, yeah.
I just wanna share another thing about relaxation that helped me.
Yeah.
Even if I maybe not use it every time, but sometimes like if you contract yourself for a few seconds, like and then release, that also gives a good sensation because it's connected with blood flow. Like for example, if you put pressure on a spot and then take it off the pressure, your body feels, I have to fill that space with blood.
Mm.
So it's something that I discovered now that I have a kind of an injury on the shoulder blade.
Oh.
But it's not related with the playing. But to cure it, you need warm heat. You need to do some exercises and also apply pressure for a certain period of time. Because because the problem with muscles that are contracted, one of the causes it's a defense system that your body uses basically.
Mm.
And basically your brain is not putting blood again in that area because it's contracted, but you need to put blood there in order to relax the muscle. So there are these three methods like heat, movement, and pressure also that can help.
Yeah.
So,
Well, that's a good point. Interesting, yeah. Cool. I think we have to move for the classes then. But hey, thanks.
Staying here or going out?
I think I'm going.